everybody. This is Niz Weather Wizdom. The time is just afternoon on January 13th here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I'm going to share some warm weather news throughout the Midwest for today. Another really warm day for the month of January. We're in the dead of winter and much of the Midwest, well above average. So if you're joining in for the first time, whether that be live or recorded later on this afternoon, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube, welcome. Thanks everybody for joining today. I highly recommend, if you are watching this on Facebook, to head on over afterwards and subscribe to Niz Weather Wizdom on YouTube. Head over to my YouTube page. You can either search Brian Niz, N-I-Z, or Niz Weather Wizdom, W-I-Z-D-O-M. Still trying to figure out if that's going to catch or not. I'm new to this whole stream stuff, well, for the most part. Just really trying to reach an audience that maybe I wasn't quite reaching prior. So we're going to do some simulcast streams on YouTube and Facebook. Again, Facebook's fine. That's awesome. But you'll have a better opportunity to know when these streams go live if you head to YouTube, just the way their notification system works if you hit subscribe. So again, if you're watching this live or later on, recorded this afternoon, hit subscribe below. Sid says hello. Hey, Sid. Hope you're enjoying this nice, beautiful weather. Today, I already got out and cleaned the interior of my car. So it's it's definitely warm enough to get out and do some things that you typically wouldn't do. So, all right, let's get right to it. Let's again talk about the warm temperatures. Right now we are at 50 degrees in Milwaukee. 50 degrees. The average high for today is like I think it's 30 or 31 in Milwaukee. So yeah, I mean this is pretty crazy to have another day this warm. Let's talk about how long this warmth is going to last and take a look at who else is seeing some really warm temperatures. Here's a look across the Midwest. And of course, we're not alone with the warm temperatures. 50 in Milwaukee, 50 in Des Moines, 54 in North Platte, Nebraska, 46 in Chicago. Look at St. Louis at 63 degrees. Even Rhinelander at 36 is super warm for this time of year. Minneapolis, 42. Fargo, 37 degrees. So really warm for them. I've been saying this is another 50-degree day here in Milwaukee. Let's take a look at the month of January so far. Yesterday we had a high of 44 degrees. And this is now today, including today, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days in a row of above normal after starting the month relatively cold. The first, second, and third, way below average. So let's take a look. By the way, if you have a question or comment, please fire away. I will try to answer those questions or comments live. And if I don't get to them live, then we'll answer them in the comment section. So pattern is already changing. Here's the current look, and you can see a trough is starting to dive down across the Great Lakes. So this is it for the warmth. In fact, you can see as we head into tonight, pretty good plunge of cold air. A ridge briefly tries to build back Thursday. Friday, we warm up again. But then this weekend, here comes the next branch of cold, and this one could actually be even colder. So as we go through time here, cold air arriving as soon as this evening. Going to be colder tomorrow. Then a ridge tries to build back, and then here comes another pretty good push of cold heading into the weekend. In fact, probably colder than what we're seeing now. Let me see if any questions or comments are coming in before we get to the higher details. Yeah, not much coming in right now, so we'll get right back to it. So let's take a look at some computer models as far as this cold air arriving. So let's first start with the Midwest look across the Midwest. The models are probably initializing a degree or two cooler in some spots, including here in Milwaukee. We're just a little bit behind. But you can see by 10 o'clock, still quite mild, but then that cold air starting to move in. International Falls at 5, Rhinelander at 20. Overnight, dipping below 0 in International Falls. Milwaukee by tomorrow morning, 20 degrees, 18 eventually. A colder day expected for us on Wednesday. We're probably going to be stuck around 20 or upper teens through much of the day in Milwaukee. And you can see as we follow the time here, everybody cooling down. Not like a polar plunge, but typical temperatures. A little closer look here in southeastern Wisconsin. Again, the 50 this afternoon. Maybe we get up to around 51, give or take. And then we cool down into the 40s, 30s, gradual cool down, not worried about a flash freeze, even with some scattered showers and snow showers later on this evening, which we'll talk about here in just a second. Enough of a time frame to cool down and enough wind too. Tomorrow during the day, staying in the teens for much of the day, maybe briefly hitting 20 degrees. Technically, the high tomorrow will be in the 20s, just simply because that's what it will be at midnight tonight. But during the day tomorrow, probably stuck in the teens for much of the day. Before we get to any questions or comments, let's talk about that chance for a few rain and snow showers this evening. First, it will be all rain showers as we take that look across the Midwest here. Not a whole lot going on yet. Again, it's going to be kind of a clipper train here over the next couple days. Let's go through the computer model, and you will see, again, an arrival of scattered rain showers across the state initially by 7, 8 o'clock in southern Wisconsin. Chicago eventually by 9, 10 o'clock, scattered light rain showers. And then after midnight, we could see a brief change over to a few snow showers and a few flurries into tomorrow morning. Not a big deal. Really, it's not at all. Maybe we get a better chance of some minor accumulating snow Thursday night into Friday, but we'll talk about that another time. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast in Milwaukee. And this holds true across much of the Midwest here. You're going to get some cooler days tomorrow. Again, tomorrow's high 25. I think that happens early morning. I think we're in the teens to around 20 most of the day. Another round of snow possible Thursday night into Friday. That time we could get some minor accumulation, enough that you could have to shovel. Not expecting a major snow. A few flurries into the weekend, but look at the highs this weekend. Only in the teens and lows in the single digits in Milwaukee. And this will be the case again across much of the Midwest. So, yeah, with that said, let's go back to the topic at hand today. That 50-degree temperature right now in Milwaukee and throughout the Midwest. Second time, technically, we hit 50 here in January in Milwaukee. We had that record high of 59 that happened at 1 a.m. a few days ago, which is pretty crazy. Yeah. Which, by the way, oh, I forgot. I told my daughter I couldn't wear it on air. Maybe I still can. I don't know. She made me this necklace, so I'll put it on right now. It's got major drip to it. All right, Olivia, you'll be happy, at least with that. Any questions, comments coming in? Nicholas says, best weatherman in Wisconsin. Sticks to the facts, not the narrative. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I really do, especially online. It can get toxic. You got a lot of people that I'm not hating. They got big followings, a lot of pages that have crazy following, a following that I hope to achieve one day online. I'm just getting kind of started here with a lot of this web streaming. But a lot of their following is based on just straight up like click-baity maps that show one computer model or that like has us getting dumped with 3 feet of snow and it catches like wildfire. That's never going to be me on air, on broadcast television or here. So I appreciate that, Nick. Any chance of anyone breaking a record with today's warmth? I forget what the record is today in Milwaukee. I guess I should have prepared myself for that. It's probably in the 50s. I'll look it up for you. But yeah, I think we have a chance of reaching the record today. Let's see. I mean, Probably, actually, I shouldn't say we have a chance. Unless it's lower 50s, we don't have much of a chance for today. The other day when we hit 59, that did it for us. Sorry, looking up the records for today. The record is 55, set back in 1961. So never say never. I don't think we'll get to 55. However, we're already at 50 and it's noon. We have a few more hours of heating. Never say never. Yes. How about this, Nick? There is a chance. And Nick, by the way, one of our best weather observers out of West Dallas. So thank you, Nick, for all the work you do. I appreciate it. If you happen to be watching right now, please fire away a question. If I don't get to it here live, I'll be sure to leave in the comment section, an answer there. Also, if you haven't done so already, head over to YouTube, find Niz Weather Wizdom, like you see right here, and hit subscribe on that page. I really appreciate it. So everybody have I hope you have a great week. Enjoy this warm weather, because some typical